One day after inmates, dozens of them, rioted at the state prison in Monroe, some inmates we're hearing may get released early. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Wright.
And I'm Jessica Janner Castro. The governor and the prison secretary made the announcement late this afternoon at the state capitol. Drew Mickelson joining us now with a look at who might get out early. Drew?
Well, Jessica, we want to make it clear that the state was already working on this potential early release plan before last night's incident, which, by the way, the state is referring to as a disturbance. Nothing has been finalized, but both the governor and the prison secretary both say that some inmates will be released early. It's a way of creating social distancing by creating more space inside the state's prisons and behind bars. As far as last night's incident at the Monroe Correctional Complex, Department of Corrections Secretary Stephen Sinclair said he was, quote, extremely disappointed with the actions of inmates he says were resistant into going into quarantine to protect vulnerable inmates after 6 offenders there tested positive for coronavirus. Sinclair said 50 or so broke quarantine and went out to the recreation yard where they vandalized equipment. No one was injured, but the staff did have to use pepper spray. Now, as far as early releases, the state says nonviolent offenders with 60 days or less on their sentences could be released early. In the meantime, DOC is working on keeping the prisons clean.
We've implemented a number of strategies within the system, and that includes active screening for all individuals that come into the system. So everybody reporting to work, they'll go through the screening questionnaire, have their temperature checked, and be cleared to come into the workplace. Weeks ago, we had stopped all visiting. And so we did everything we can to limit the number of people that come into our correctional facilities and our work release facilities.
If we're going to provide safety for some of the more vulnerable people in the population, people over the age of 65, the people who have underlying health concerns, some of the other inmates might have to give up their television for a certain period of time. And we just need a little cooperation to do that.
The governor says we should expect an announcement on these early releases within the next couple of days. It really sounds like they're just finalizing exactly who and when they will be released. Some of the other ideas that they have talked about, using empty isolation cells or solitary confinement cells to isolate people, at least temporarily. The secretary also brought up the fact that they might even bring in some RVs to isolate offenders out in prison yards. Live at the Capitol in Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Drew, thank you. Well, it was a much different scene outside the prison just about 24 hours ago in Monroe than compared to what it looks like now. Tensions really boiled over. Kayla Lafferty joins us with more from family members of some of those angry inmates.
Washington State Patrol is calling the outburst a disturbance, but a source who works inside the prison says that's downplaying it. What they had was a riot. Dozens of inmates sat restrained in the Monroe Correctional Complex yard after law enforcement used pepper spray, sting balls, and rubber pellets to break up the riot.
They were starting a riot over inadequate conditions that they were exposed to for this virus and lack of protection.
What prompted this? The coronavirus. 6 inmates in the prison have tested positive for COVID-19, the first prison in the state to report the virus. Deborah Hawley says her son is in for a parole violation.
It makes you feel really angry, really frustrated, and really depressed and really worried.
Those same emotions are shared by Steve Vogel. His son is also in the facility.
No, I mean, they can't get no 6 feet. I mean, they're 6 inches away from each other in there. Come on. I've been in there.
Columbia Legal Services has filed a legal brief with the Washington State Supreme Court on behalf of 5 inmates in the Monroe complex. The petition asks for the release of inmates in Washington prisons that are most at risk to the virus or who have 18 months or less remaining on their sentences.
Especially people with probation violations. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous.
They need to do something. I mean, people like my kid, whatever. I mean, put an ankle bracelet on them. Let them serve the rest of their time at home.
Holly fears the coronavirus could turn her son's probation violation into a death sentence.
And here he is sitting down in Monroe for a probation violation amid a pandemic. I'll leave the rest to the imagination of any parent who could put themselves in my place and imagine it was their child and they couldn't talk to them inside of a prison.
The Department of Corrections says no staff or inmates were injured in the riot, and they say that the 6 inmates who tested positive for the virus have been moved into isolation. In Monroe, Kayla Lafferty, King 5 News.
The Navy is monitoring the USS Nimitz in Bremerton tonight after 2 sailors showed signs of having the coronavirus. One tested positive while on leave in another state and remains in self-quarantine off the ship. The Navy tells King 5 the second sailor showed symptoms 2 weeks ago while on board. They were removed immediately and have since tested inconclusive, but out of caution, the Navy has instructed the sailor to remain in self-quarantine. The Navy says right now there are no positive cases on the Nimitz. The Bremerton-based carrier has been preparing for deployment.
Now to breaking news we're watching in Everett, where 2 people have been shot. Sky King flew over the scene just a short while ago, and this is on Hoyt Avenue, right near the public library, and nearby roads are closed right now, I should say. Police say the 2 victims were dropped off at the hospital in unknown condition. Police are looking at 2 cars in the parking lot there. One appears to have a shattered window. There's also a lot of evidence markers on the ground right now. Police are continuing to investigate. As you see, a live look out there, and we will bring you the latest as soon as we get it. On to the coronavirus pandemic, and nurses and other healthcare workers fed up with shortages of masks and other protective equipment staged protests from Montana to Washington today. A handful of them marched outside of St. Joseph's Hospital in Tacoma, demanding more protective gear like masks, goggles, and gowns. One care assistant at the hospital told us she and other healthcare workers are forced to use the same mask all day during 12-hour shifts.
We're not being protected, we're not being safe, and we have to go home to our families. That's the scary part about it.
Meanwhile, an Ohio-based company called Battelle is trying to address the mask shortage with new technology that's now set up at Camp Murray. According to the company, tens of thousands of masks can be sanitized in high-tech shipping containers in a process that's now FDA approved. The masks are gassed with vapor-phased hydrogen peroxide and then shipped back to hospitals to be reused. Currently, Battelle is only working with one Washington hospital, Kaiser Northwestern.
As King County shelters see more cases of the coronavirus, those who help the homeless tonight say they are concerned. King 5's Natalie Swaby has the story.
The executive director of the Downtown Emergency Service Center says they've been making dramatic changes, working to get more space so people can spread out and working to get more testing.
I don't know exactly why it seems to have taken a little bit longer for this overall outbreak to manifest in the homeless population.
But Daniel Malone says it is happening now. King County reports at least 27 coronavirus cases at homeless shelters.
We've had a total of 7 people who we serve who have had a positive test at this point.
Malone is the executive director of Downtown Emergency Service Center, or DESC, an organization that helps thousands of homeless and formerly homeless people.
We've certainly done a lot to try to avoid outbreaks.
These pictures from King County show one way they've done that by creating almost 1,900 more spaces for those experiencing homelessness, so there's room to spread out and quarantine if necessary.
I anticipate that we'll see way more among the homeless population, even if the broader community has peaked.
He sees an urgent situation.
Right now, from what I understand, there are many
these pictures from King County show one way they've done that by creating almost 1,900 more spaces for those experiencing homelessness, so there's room to spread out and quarantine if necessary.
We should do everything we can to
He
occupy
sees an
those
urgent
places with
situation.
people who really need them.
In addition to more space, they need more money. And today, DESC received help in the form of a $1 million grant from the United Health Foundation so they can keep serving Seattle's vulnerable residents.
The $1 million donation to DESC will also help address workforce challenges like hiring relief workers and supporting ill employees. In Seattle, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
And a live look outside right now. What a wonderful spring day here in Seattle, but that doesn't change. We are still under a stay-at-home order, and that's why Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan is closing many of the city's parks on this holiday weekend to control the spread of coronavirus. And that includes Alki Beach and several other very popular spots like Golden Gardens and Discovery Park. King 5's Michael Crow has more.
Sunshine in Seattle is an easy way to get people out of their homes.
It was a nice day, so I thought I needed to get out.
But that is exactly what city officials are afraid of, heading into a warm Easter weekend.
We really are taking this step because we think it's important for us to continue the really hard work of flattening this curve.
The city is closing major parks starting Friday evening through Monday morning. Places like Alki, Cal Anderson, Discovery, and Lincoln Park in West Seattle. SPD is hoping for voluntary compliance, but has officers standing by if that doesn't work.
But that being said, we do have the potential to write a citation to people who are out of compliance.
I understand why you need to do it. It's a shame because it's so nice to get out.
They say expected crowds would make social distancing too difficult. Hard to imagine with folks spaced out on the trails.
Here is better than Alki. Alki's rough.
Easier to see with the crowds already on the beach and bike path.
They're telling us we can get out and exercise and take a walk, so are we supposed to walk the streets? We got to walk somewhere.
Matthew and Mary Ward know some restrictions are necessary, but are starting to lose their patience for social distancing.
And are we going to be doing this till Christmas time?
Just one family feeling cooped up.
Yeah, a little bit.
With a few fewer places to enjoy a couple minutes outside.
It is nice to come out on an Easter weekend, but I understand the ramifications of being too close to each other.
Michael Crow, King 5 News.
And remember that all Washington state parks are closed through at least May 4th, but state parks don't want you to miss out on those 2 free days that were planned in April. Those are days when you don't need a Discover Pass. Parks say they will pick 2 days later in the year once they know when those parks will reopen.